What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash. Today we're here with my Polestar 2, but we're actually going to talk about the 2023 Volkswagen ID.4 that was announced yesterday. Let's get to it. Like I was saying, even though we're here with my Polestar 2, we're going to be talking about the new 2023 Volkswagen ID.4 that was announced yesterday as far as pricing, availability, options, things like that. And it's actually being made in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And before my Polestar 2, I actually had a 2021 Volkswagen ID.4, so I'm very familiar with the car. Let's hop in my Polestar 2. It's pretty hot outside and talk about some of the changes. So like I said, just yesterday, Volkswagen of America announced the new 2023 Volkswagen ID.4, and it actually starts at $37,490. And with the federal tax credit, the $7,500, I know that's a little bit up in the air. It actually puts it under $30,000 net. And if Volkswagen sticks to what they've been doing with leases and giving a $7,500 cap cost reduction at time of signing for leases, you can actually get that as essentially an instant rebate if you lease the car, and then you can actually buy it out if you want. I actually did that personally on my 2021 ID.4. Like I was saying, I did own a 2021 ID.4, so if you want to know a little bit about my experience and why I actually sold it after about a year, check out my previous video, or a couple videos ago, linked up above. I talk about kind of the things I really like, the things I didn't like. Overall, the car itself is really good, but there were some software shortcomings, and almost every concern that I had with the car is addressed on the new 2023 model. So Volkswagen is definitely listening to customers and making changes, and it's really good to see that. I do wish they had brought out the software update for the 2021s a bit sooner to address the concerns on those cars, but that's a topic for a different discussion. So let's talk about the changes for the 2023. I've got some notes here on my iPad. There is a new center console, and it appears to not have piano black, but it's a little bit hard to tell in the photos. And you can actually get the interior either in Cosmic or I believe it's Arctic, but it's basically a black and a white option. The black has blue accents, and then the white is pretty starkly white, I'd say. It actually brings back the white steering wheel and some of the controls like the original 2021 first edition ID.4 had. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm personally not a fan of white touch surfaces. Seems like a bad idea. But the first editions actually seem to hold up pretty well, surprisingly. There's new exterior colors, so some of them are pretty similar and just renamed, but there are quite a few new options, which is a welcome change because the 2021 actually didn't have very many color options, which is a bit disappointing. It was basically white, black, gray, red, blue, and now there's a dark blue, kind of a frost. Red, I believe, is available on more trims, and unfortunately Volkswagen is still limiting which color combinations you can make as far as interior and exterior colors. They really need to fix that because there's no reason to limit that. I mean, I guess it simplifies production a bit, but some of these combos would look good. Like, you can do a black or a white interior with pretty much any exterior color and it will look good. There's some new wheels. So the Pro S now has 20-inch wheels instead of just the 19s like the base models. And then the Pro S Plus, which is replacing the Gradient package, actually has a different 20-inch wheel. So essentially with the product line, Volkswagen added new options at the top and at the bottom of the hierarchy of the ID.4. For 2021 and 2022, you had the Pro S, the Pro S with Gradient. So the Pro is the base, Pro S was the middle tier, and then the Pro S with Gradient was the very top tier. And for any of those, you can actually get all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. And Pro actually means that it has the big battery, the 82 kilowatt hour, 77 kilowatt hour usable. And for 2023, there's now the ID.4 standard, or just ID.4 with nothing following it. And that has a 62 kilowatt hour battery. And that's estimated to be about 208 miles of EPA rated range. Based on my experience in 2021, I'd say probably real world highway driving, I would guess you'll get about 180 miles or so, which is, I'd say, plenty for most people. If you're doing a lot of road trips, you're probably going to want the bigger battery, but you're definitely going to be able to take road trips with the smaller battery. It will just take a bit longer with a bit more charging stops. And with the new battery options, so the 62 kilowatt hour and the 82 kilowatt hour, the 82 kilowatt hour, the bigger battery, has now up to 170 kilowatt charging, which is a pretty big improvement from the 2021 with 125, and the 2022s that have 135 kilowatt DC fast charging. And they are still including the 3 years of Electrify America free charging. Unlike the 2021s that had 3 years unlimited, the 2022 and 2023, they have 3 years unlimited 30-minute sessions with a 60-minute gap between them. So I think that's still very usable. I think they are giving a little bit of leniency if you have like a charging issue and it faults or something. If your session's probably less than like 5 minutes, you'll probably be able to reuse it again, or you should at least be able to call Electrify America, I would hope. So like I was saying, Volkswagen addressed some of my concerns with the 2021, and the new Pro S Plus actually adds some cool new features like a 360 cam, a new sound system, welcome improvement, and across the board, there's actually very competent route planning now. So it has route planning. I'm not sure if it preconditions, but it seems the ID.4 doesn't really need to precondition, at least in fairly mild temperatures. In the cold, probably be pretty helpful. So I had a chance to play with the 2022 briefly, so I didn't make a video about it. And the route planning, I was actually pretty impressed with. It was suggesting arrivals with about 5%. It was recommending stops at Electrify America. It was telling you how long between, kind of the elevation, and it seemed to be basically what I would do myself, or what a better route planner or similar tools would do. Every ID.4 now has the 12-inch touchscreen standard. So before you had to get the Pro S or Pro S with gradient to get the 12-inch. Otherwise, the Pro got a 10-inch touchscreen, which I thought was a little silly. Can't imagine that saved them a ton of cost, but definitely added to complexity. All of the vehicles have IQ Drive standard. So that's Volkswagen's like driver assistance safety features standard. So that includes travel assist, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, or as Volkswagen calls it, front assist. And now new for 2023, it has cyclist detection in addition to pedestrian detection, which is really good for other people on the road other than cars. High beam control, so automatic high beams. Travel Assist 2.0, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, traffic sign recognition, emergency assist 3.0. And then new for 2023, they're adding Park Assist Plus with memory parking. So I believe that will help you park the car. I'm not 100% sure on the details of that, but it sounds pretty promising. And there's now driver initiated automatic lane changes, which is a pretty cool feature. So when you're on travel assist, you can just signal and then the car will change lanes for you based on the sensors around the car. And as far as availability, Volkswagen is really doing well on this. Right now we're in early August 2022, and you can actually order one today, and Volkswagen's saying you can get it Q4 2022, so by the end of the year, which I think is very quick, considering it's a new model in a new factory. I'm not sure how quickly those timelines will increase and be pushed into 2023, but I guess we shall see. And Volkswagen dealers are actually pretty good at honoring MSRP on ordered cars, and you can actually order them online, so you don't have to call a dealer, you don't have to call around. I would probably recommend either checking with like a local EV group or calling some dealers to make sure that they are honoring MSRP for ordered cars. But Volkswagen seems to be doing a pretty good job of encouraging or enforcing MSRP on ordered cars. And I actually personally ordered 3 different ID.4s because I wasn't exactly sure which trim I wanted to go with. I ordered a very base ID.4, a base S, so the small battery but with the nicer features, and I ordered a Pro S Plus, the very top of the line all-wheel drive model, because I'm not really sure what I want to do as far as Rivian and Polestar. So obviously I have my Polestar 2, and I have a Rivian on order, but I'm a little bit torn if I want to change my Rivian order from the large pack, which I currently have selected, the mid-tier pack, or if I want to switch to the max pack, because I am locked in at the price hike pricing, so I can get the max pack at a pretty darn attractive price. I'd like to hear what you guys think about that down below, if I should push out my Rivian and drive a Pro S Plus for a bit. Comment down below about that. But I think that covers everything that Volkswagen changed with the 2023 ID.4. I'd really like to hear what you guys think about what they're doing. I think it is absolutely fantastic that we now have an affordable, competent EV on sale and available easily at MSRP, which I think is the biggest difference that Volkswagen is making compared to Kia and Hyundai. Kia and Hyundai need to get their dealers under control and need to improve their ordering process, or they're going to be pushing a lot of people away from the brand. Ford as well, to an extent. Ford is doing better than Kia and Hyundai in that regard, but still not good. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button. See you around.